what the separation is between actually your LLC's entity and you as a member owner entity. So in order to create differences and divisions and to make sure that the company is one and you are one, you have to file for a legal entity. Generally speaking, a lot of people like to do the LLCs, which is a limited liability company, but there's many other options out there, limited partnerships, and a lot of times real estate companies have a combination of both. And so you just have to see what really works for your business the best way. So do consult a business lawyer, consult, your tax advisor as well, and they can really assist you on what is the best entity for you. The whole point behind getting the LLC is to make sure there's a difference and a separation between the company and between the person who owns the company. Because at the end of the day, you don't want your personal assets online for some liability that your business might have. But what really truly makes that differentiator factor is the LLC Operating Agreement, the company agreement, as some companies call it, or even the LLC agreement. There's many names for it, but at the end of the day, they all function the same way. And the idea is that you have clauses in there that show that the LLC is responsible for all their liabilities and the members are not responsible for the liabilities. Now, of course, there's certain things by default, by law, that will pierce that protection or pierce the corporate veil, as they call it. And a lot of times those things are where one of the owners or a director or somebody has done something very intentionally and with malice. It could be something like embezzling, or it could be fraud, or it could be something else that shows a lot of intention behind it and purposefulness behind it, and not just a mere negligence. And so those things are where it pierces the corporate veil, and your company agreement perhaps will not be protecting you from that in that sense. And even if it does, sometimes the code will supersede that agreement, because by law it's just something that you can't contract out. And that is a thing, guys. You cannot contract everything out by law. And so you have to kind of go into the default of what the law says at times too. And well, with that being said though, the company agreement is important to have so that you can create that distinction between the company and between you. And it's a contractual relationship now that the members have with the company. So it's not just something that you have, it's in place, but it's a contractual relationship between you and the LLC. And it's important to have that because now the LLC is promising you certain things and you're promising the LLC certain things as well. Especially if you have more than one member as the owner of the LLC, then you need to have that contractual relationship on a piece of paper. Many states don't require a company agreement, but at the end of the day, if you don't have one, you may not be afforded all the protection that is supposed to be given to you through this company agreement. So it's very important to have this company agreement in place.